You could be the coolest woman in the world. You just may be the coolest woman in the world.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And you have the coolest name, Isabella Rossellini. It's a fun name to say. So, ciao Bella Isabella.
Ciao Bella Isabella.
Yeah, that's all I know. You know I'm not good at the languages.
No?
No, not at all. And you live, where do you live?
I live in New York, actually.
And you still have this accent.
I know. I lived here for 33 years, and I still have the accent. I don't know what happened to me.
Yeah. Well, that sounded American just now. What happened to me?
Yeah. Occasionally, there is an Americanism.
Don't you find if you're around people, you would start kind of absorbing, or do you go back a lot?
If I am around Italian, I think my accent become thicker in Italian. No, I wish I could. I don't know. It's still a foreign language to me. I know I speak English and I understand all of it, but I can't mimic accents. I don't know.
No?
I can't, you know, like other actors, they can do a Southern accent, a British accent. I can't do it.
Yeah. Well,
this is where it goes.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard you speak in films. Have you always done that accent?
No, I do foreign accents. Yeah. I don't do American accents. I did a Russian accent, German accent, French accent, Italian, but just basically to give me an opportunity to work in other films and just playing an Italian.
and how many languages do you speak?
Three well, and then
Italian,
French, and English, and I work in these three languages. And then once you know these three languages, Spanish comes free. You know,
Oh, really? So it's 4 languages.
Yes, because you can borrow. You know, you borrow a word in Italian, a word in French, and so.
Do you know what Surrey means?
No, that lady that wrote you the letter.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, well, she's wrong. Yeah, she thought Surrey was a lifeboat, you know, and it's also there's a Surrey on down from that Stone Cold Picnic. Remember that song?
No. Well, how does it go?
Don't ask me. I don't know. Okay, so you must have also you pick up all this because you traveled around. You were a model for.
Yes, I worked for many years. I worked for Lancôme for many years, but I just worked as a model for 20 years or 25, many.
But you started modeling at 28.
Yes.
How's that?
Late,
how's that? Yeah, you're shocked by it.
They asked me only then, you know, and they didn't ask me how old I was, and so I did all these photos, and then I got all these covers of magazine and big ad campaign, and then somebody said to me, how old are you? And I said, oh, I'm going to be 30. 30? Yeah. 30? You're not allowed to be 30. You're a model. You stop working when you're 26. What do you mean 30? You never told us. Nobody asked me.
Well, how old was it? Well, first of all, I think no one has broken this record. You were on 4 consecutive Vogue covers like 4 months in a row.
Yes, for 4 covers in a year, 3 on a row, September, October, November. Yeah.
And so if you were saying you were going to be 30, how old were most models at the time?
I think they're now younger than they used to be.
Yeah, they're like 12.
Now they are 12, 13. It's true. They're 13, 14, 16 maximum, because otherwise they get in trouble with the laws that doesn't allow child labor. So just go make it just by...
Right.
As soon as they're allowed, bang, that's when they become supermodel.
But so you were working with like 17-year-olds when you were 30?
Yes, I did. But, you know, they asked me to work, and I loved to work, and I loved photography, so it was a great opportunity to work very closely with photographers. And I started at 28, and then I worked a lot, because then they said, oh, it's not going to last, it's not going to last. They always tell you it's not going to last, so you work so much. 25 years later, exhausted. When is it going to end?
And then you did a really great parlay into films, which a lot of models try to do, but don't, and have been in some great films. And your daughter now is following your footsteps.
Yes, she's a model. Now, oh, there she is. You have a photo of my daughter.
What is her name?
Elettra. We all have strange names. You won't be able to...
Elettra?
That's right. You see, you could say it.
I would feel silly saying that to her, though. Hello. How you doing, Elettra? It's like those newscasters who speak perfectly fine until they say their name. Linda Alvarez. All of a sudden, so does she want to act as well, or is she going to...
No, she says she doesn't want to act, which surprised me. You know, I didn't want to act until I was very 30, 32 or something. partially it was because my family was so, you know, my mother was Ingrid Bergman, my father was Isabella Rossellini, all very,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, here's a picture. This is amazing. And you look exactly the same. Here's your mom, Ingrid Bergman.
Yeah,
and you look exactly, look at that. It's amazing.
I must have been 12 or so there.
So what was that like? Did you have any idea how famous your parents?
No, you sort of understand it as you grow older, but it takes a lot of time. I thought, at the beginning, I thought that you are famous because you're a parent, you're a mom. That makes you famous, you know? So I thought everybody was famous. My daughter, I have to tell you a funny story. My daughter, she was taught in elementary school to, you know, what would happen if you get lost. And so the teacher was teaching them to memorize their address, or what would you do? And then they interrogated my daughter and said, okay, Elettra, you're lost at the airport. What would you do? She said, I'll stand under my mother's poster, because my posters during the Lancôme campaign were everywhere. And they said, what do you mean? You said, what? She said, well, this poster that you see with mom and dads all over the world is for people, to children. If they get lost, they go underneath the... She didn't understand there were ads to sell products. She thought there were photos of mother and fathers for children to have references.
That's great. Oh, that's great. That's great. We have to take a commercial. We'll be back right after this. We're back with Isabella Rossellini. And that's a clip from the saddest music in the world. And so tell us what this movie is about.
Well, this, as you can see from the clip, is a very original film.
Yeah.
I am a baroness who sells beer, and I understand that if people are sad, they're going to drink more beer, and I'll get richer. So I start a big competition for the saddest music in the world to make people really sad and cash in. I am an amputee. On top of it, I have no legs, but I have crystal legs filled with beer. And I dance with my crystal legs. It's a mad film by Guy Madden, who he sent me some short films that he had done, and visually they were so extraordinary, and he shot them in Winnipeg, which is 40 below zero, a set down of ice. I thought I couldn't just miss the opportunity. It was such a great adventure.
Well, it sounds like it, yeah. How can you not shoot in 40 below? I'm there. And how long did it take you to shoot that?
3 weeks, because when you do this independent film, they do them fast, which I love, because waiting in hotel rooms, this long, long production, actors, we're always waiting, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it. Just quickly, we have to go, but I know we have, as well as sharing our modeling careers, we also love animals, and you had a pet pig for a little while.
Oh, I did, but I do not recommend it. Yeah. Absolutely not.
I thought that the pot-bellied pigs were supposed to be really smart.
Well, they are smart, but, you know, like a dog wants to please you or wants to live with you, they're completely independent-minded.
There's the pig.
There is my pig when he was a baby and he was nice. Then he became huge. He was like a tank. He went through the doors, destroying the door. With his snout, he knew that the refrigerator was full of food. So he would go with the snout, boom, boom. He would lift the refrigerator, sparkle of electricity, bah, 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 bam, he would open the refrigerator.
Wow.
He would also hump the furniture everywhere. So, not a good pet to have in the house.
Hence the name Pig.